Hey, good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. So good to see everybody this morning. See folks coming in. Hello, hello. How are you? It was cold here this morning. The first real late fall feeling. It was definitely below freezing, and the wind was blowing out of the north. The wind has finally come around. Um, One of the things I don't know if you know, I live on a sailboat. One of the things I love about living on a sailboat is that there's a much more intimate connection to what's going on in the world. If you're in your house, it's like great, the windows might rattle or you might notice, um, but on the boat, you're always contending with a little bit of what's going on in the world, and I love it as a meditation for living. It's a way to kind of stay connected to the world. But even in these late days, it's been blowing out of the south, and that the southerly wind, while it's nice and warmer, it's actually for where we are is a much more uncomfortable wind. So we're excited for actually things to switch around to the north because it makes for a lot more comfortable ride, even though it is a little cooler. So, good morning, John. Good morning, Fanny Faye. Great. So glad you're here this morning. Hope that life is treating you well and you are filled with joy. I am so very glad that. Hey, Jamie. Good morning, Irene. Donna, good morning to you. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone. Hello, hello. I am so grateful to John for sending a care package along for me and the church. And your note is really touching, John. That was really kind. And he does some great work on his and he made. But one of the things he made was let's see if we can see this little guy. It is this from, if you remember my story of the uh, kind of part of my call story, and from Matthew, and he put that out. And don't worry, that will find a home to continue to remind me of the walk and of my call. It's I am the older I get, the more I am a believer of these little talismans and the like of these small encouragements that we need uh, to open places for us to be encouraged. So so grateful. Thanks. So grateful, John. So good morning. I'm glad you're here too, Donna. Good morning, Sherry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My voice is, I think it's maybe allergies or something. I've been taking my allergy stuff, but I don't seem to have a cold. But definitely my voice has been struggling here lately. So, I'm talking too much, boss, basically. It's been, so, but it's a hazard of the job. So, thank you for noticing and for the care. Yeah, so I'll sound a little. I'll try to. I'll try to sound a little extra gravitas this morning. So anyway, let's get going. It is this the 18th day of November at 11:11. I am so glad that each one of you are here and you're a part of this journey. You all make it worthwhile to show up. The fact that you're here, the fact that you're a part of this, and that we can support each other and encourage each other along the way. So whether you're hearing this, whether you're right here with us live, or whether you'll catch this later in the day, know that you're a part of this community. That we are in our journey together, and that you're not alone. You should know that today. You're not alone. And what I want to talk about today is, and I want to, this maybe is just to actually work through a little bit of a story from Scripture, because um, there's this. I feel like we are at this point where we are encountering a resistance in our lives, and we're countering it all over the place. And it's not just the fact that that we're contending with, a world in chaos and political insecurity and virus and all these sorts of things, but it is this way in which it's creating resistance to moving through the world. And but the thing is, and this is the reality I would submit to you, is that when we encounter resistance to the world, what we're actually encountering is resistance in ourselves, is our own unwillingness, our own ability, our own struggle to kind of accept things as they are, or to do so, or to get motivated to do something about things as they are, and to get fired up and go out and move the world. So I want to tell you the story. I want to remind us the story from Jeremiah. It's the 32nd chapter of Jeremiah. If you want to go read it, it's a great read. But what's going on? So just to give you the background, Jeremiah is a prophet to the people of Israel. Now the problem is the people of Israel are and the people of Judah, and particularly because the nations have been divided, don't like what he has to say because he's a prophet. He doesn't work for the man. He is saying things that nobody wants to hear. Good morning, Audrey. Good to see you. And there's this word that's coming to him that they don't want to hear. And the word is, and it's a really very straightforward word. The word is, there is a giant army out there and that is going to invade the Babylonians, and we're not going to survive it. And I'll probably survive it, but it doesn't look so good for you. That's kind of what Jeremiah is saying. And they're not excited about hearing this, as you can well imagine. And he's not making it up, because actually right outside the gates of Jerusalem is in fact the Babylonian army, and their siege towers are moving their way this way. They can see them out there. And you have this guy, Jeremiah, that's going around saying, yeah, that's not going to work out for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Like that, they're not excited about this. They're not excited about this word that has come to them from the Lord. And so I think a lot of what we're encountering right now is this: what do we do when we're facing these unpleasant truths in our lives about the way the world as it is?